Yeah, he fits in great in that room. Has an awesome personality. Obviously, we've been around Bailey now a couple times. Haven't had him here last season, but fits in really well with his teammates. Competes really hard out at practice. Does a great job at practice. I think all the players would attest to that. So he just has the right way about him. Has played in a lot of football games, and a guy that we trust. Yeah, he did a good job. Obviously, for young players, young quarterbacks, you name it, the work week is structured so that it's a buildup, if you will. So
this changes everything you thought you knew about Kevin Stefanski. Hold on to your helmets, because the Browns coach just dropped a bomb that has everyone's jaw on the floor. Dillon Gabriel's future completely flipped. Are we witnessing a genius move, or the NFL's biggest plot twist yet? Let's dive in.
This evaluation wasn't hard, and he blew it, Stefanski, that is. He blew the evaluation.
No, I would say the organization blew the evaluation.
I mean, I think it's his job to decide who's the quarterback and who's out there playing.
I think it should be his job who's deciding who the quarterback is and who's playing, and I'm not convinced that 100% it is.
Okay, tell me otherwise then. Tell me he wasn't the one that puts the Dillon Gabriel out there, and then I'll let him off the hook. If you tell me right now you know with certainty that it was somebody not named Kevin Stefanski that put him out there, I'll let him off the hook.
I don't know that for certainty, so I can't tell you that.
All right, then. What are we doing?
I'm just going to tell you that he certainly didn't tell them to trade Joe Flacco.
Apparently, the calm, quiet, unbothered Browns coach just decided to drop a plot twist worthy of a Netflix season finale. One moment, everyone's debating whether Dillon Gabriel is still breathing in the concussion protocol, and the next, Stefanski strolls into the media room acting like Gabriel's future is already written in permanent marker.
Every single day you're looking to learn, soak it all in, go perform, learn again, and I think he's handled the week really well.
Next 48 hours, just what is your message going to be to Shedeur? Obviously, it's exciting for him to be making his first start, and obviously, all the kind of intrigue with it. What is your message to him?
Yeah, his focus is to do his job for the football team, just like it is for everybody, and he knows that, and he's again handled the week really, really well. Obviously,
no dramatic music, no drum roll, just a casual, he's back at practice. Thrown out there like it isn't the most chaotic quarterback situation Cleveland has had since last week. But that wasn't the shocking part.
I'm not letting Stefanski off the hook in this relationship.
No Peterlin pass for Stefanski here?
Zero Peterlin pass when it comes to Stefanski. Part of the reason why I'm so angry, and part of the reason why I'll remain angry, is that after week 4, you went to Dillon Gabriel. You went to Dillon Gabriel for 6 weeks until the concussion. If Dillon Gabriel didn't get concussed, I don't know with certainty you ever would have even gone to Shedeur Sanders. So
they would not have.
I can't with good conscience say that all of a sudden, because you stumbled into a situation where it seems like Shedeur Sanders has given the season some sense of life and purpose, that I get to give you credit for this. And
the real surprise is how confidently he doubled down on Gabriel being his guy. Not a guy, not one of the options. No, his guy, even without a full medical clearance, even without knowing if Gabriel is stepping on the plane to Vegas or accidentally wandering into a Wendy's.
That he certainly didn't tell them to trade Joe Flacco.
I don't think it was Andrew Berry.
Forced Dillon Gabriel on the field.
Well, hold on.
I don't think Kevin was crazy about that idea.
Who was it? Because I don't think it was Andrew Berry, and I don't think
Andrew Berry made the trade.
I don't think it's Jimmy Haslam. No, he made the trade to get rid of Joe Flacco. He didn't make any sort of trade outside of the.
And guess what hand that left Kevin Stefanski? And left him to pick between Bailey Zappi, Shedeur Sanders, and Dillon Gabriel.
So you agree? So you agree that he picked Dillon Gabriel? So you agree that he picked? His pick was wrong. That's the point of this.
He was supposed to pick Shedeur Sanders?
Yes, that's the point. That's what you saw on Sunday. And meanwhile, in the process of it all, he let everybody think that Shedeur couldn't even hold a.
The man said it with the composure of someone who's already seen the alternate timeline. And in that timeline, Dillon Gabriel is apparently the chosen one. And that energy didn't stop there. Stefanski practically glowed, describing Gabriel's presence in the QB room. Not just skill, not just experience. Oh no, he went on about the personality, the fit, the competitiveness at practice. It was like watching someone talk about the office intern who unexpectedly became the backbone of the entire company.
This dude needs to get fired, man. Kevin Stefanski should be fired. The fact that Shedeur Sanders went out there and looked as good as he did, and you never gave him chance, you never wanted him, you never gave him reps with the ones, and he looked like that with just 1 week of reps with the ones, and you get to the podium and you don't even commit to him as the quarterback going forward. But even when Dillon Gabriel stunk it up game after game after game, Dillon Gabriel stunk it up.
There are Marvel heroes who get less praise in their origin stories. Meanwhile, on the other side of the facility, Shedeur Sanders is quietly preparing for his first NFL start. Quietly, but with enough media attention to power an entire circus tent. And yet, Stefanski acted like this was a routine Sunday. Of course, all of this is happening while the offensive line is playing musical chairs.
Your own assessment told you like Dillon Gabriel more, you started Dillon Gabriel more. That's not me saying that you're undermining or you're cutting down Shedeur Sanders. That's me saying you stink at evaluating. That's me saying you're not good at the evaluating quarterback process if you genuinely thought that Dillon Gabriel throwing the ball 5 yards a throw was going to be better for the team and was going to provide better results than what Shedeur Sanders can do. That's where I have a problem.
But I think the 5-yard throws from Dillon were choices made by Dillon. I don't think Stefanski's on the sideline calling 5-yard passes.
Cam suddenly comes out with a clean bill of health, like he just woke up healed from the power of good vibes. And Jack is still trying to push through his injury with enough determination to earn a motivational poster. Stefanski didn't have any answers yet, which isn't surprising at this point. This season, the tackles have rotated so often, they might as well install a revolving door out there. But things brighten up again when David Njoku re-enters the chat. Stefanski practically exhaled gratitude into the microphone.
Coach, I've said some things, all right? Some of which I've taken back, most of which I haven't taken back. In fairness, I haven't taken anything back. This being said, you have a chance to do something on Sunday, and you can really go down two roads. One involves trying to play a game commensurate with winning and keeping the game close. The other has a possibility to turn into a blowout, and if it turns into a blowout, the blood will be on your hands. So when this
There's nothing a young quarterback needs more than a reliable tight end, and Njoku being back might be the universe's way of giving Shedeur an emotional support blanket in shoulder pad form. Sure, the knee may never behave for the rest of the year, but Stefanski basically called him a warrior, so apparently Payne is just another teammate at this point. Then, like a sudden shift in genre, the conversation pivots to Myles Garrett. The man is playing at a level that makes fans question physics, and Stefanski tried extremely hard to stay calm about it.
I will not ever turn around and say, Stefanski, you did this the right way. You've really done Shedeur well. All these type of things. No. This was a Dillon Gabriel injury that ended up getting him into play. And on top of it, the idea that in week 5, you looked at Dillon Gabriel and said, that guy's going to play? That guy's better than Shedeur Sanders? That alone to me is enough for me to be pissed off about the whole ordeal. You can tell me that Shedeur and Stefanski get along fine, okay. First off, I have a hard time thinking that's how Shedeur thinks about it.
But you could hear it. He knows he's coaching someone who breaks statistics out of boredom. The sacks, the pressures, the tackles for loss, the ability to ruin an entire offensive coordinator's week with one snap. And yet the coach kept pointing to the little things Garrett does every play, the unglamorous stuff the league overlooks while drooling over sack numbers. If someone told Stefanski that Garrett could physically lift the stadium, he'd probably nod and say, yeah, that tracks.
You always went to the podium, even before watching the film after the game, and said, oh, Dillon's the guy, Dillon's gonna be starting. But when it comes to Shedeur, you don't want him starting no matter what. This is crazy, man. We got to listen to what this clown of a coach had to say about Shedeur Sanders as he wants to go back to Dillon Gabriel as being the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. It's a clown show. This is crazy, man. Fire this dude already. Fire his ass.
By our players, and some you can see, some you can't see. Some are things that you see during the week, but just always want these guys to get, one day better.
And while the defense prepares to bully yet another opponent, Stefanski takes a moment to hype up Carson, the rookie linebacker who apparently cracked the NFL code in record time. Most players need seasons to decode the geometry of the game. Carson walked in and treated it like the tutorial level.
I don't know one physical tool that he has that makes him good at being a starting quarterback in the NFL. But you know why he's not going to get benched? Because Kevin Stefanski, if you think about it, this is his first quarterback that he actually drafted, that he got to choose. When he got here, Baker Mayfield was already here, thanks to John Dorsey. He picked Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield went to the playoffs, got a playoff win, hurt his shoulder. We know the history.
Picks up concepts easily, shows up in practice, hits like a truck. It's no wonder Stefanski couldn't hide the pride. But back to the headline everyone wants. Dillon Gabriel, practicing, trusted, still the guy, even without a protocol update, even with the chaos swirling around him.
And if he wants to play Dillon, trot him out there. Keep explaining to us why he's playing, and it's going to show us in real time you don't know what you're talking about. Because you told us in the draft this was your hand-picked quarterback. It is the exact reason Shedeur Sanders doesn't get reps, because he's going to give every opportunity for Dillon Gabriel to throw his way out of purgatory. It's the reason he dropped back 58 times against the Steelers. The jig is up, Kevin. We understand what it is. We get it.
Even with everyone asking, is he playing or not? Stefanski made it clear, this isn't a temporary crush, this is a commitment. But what do you think Stefanski is really planning here? Genius strategy or quiet chaos? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more breakdowns just like this.